What's good, y'all? I'm Jerry, about to check out 10 actual once-in-a-lifetime WWE matches. This video is by WrestleMania. I would say once-in-a-lifetime matches would have to be, from what I've seen, was Jeff Hardy versus John Cena. That was a good one. Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Hardy is another one. Who else had a once-in-a-lifetime match? It's a lot of once-in-a-lifetime matches that should have happened. But we about to hop into this video, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm out. Let's go.
Now, it's common in WWE for wrestlers to face each other time and time again.
Yeah.
Due to the sheer number of shows that WWE produces in a calendar year, the chances of two wrestlers facing off more than once are extremely high. But from time to time, WWE actually delivers a match that only occurs once. Now, there are several factors why the match in question could be a one-time deal. One of the wrestlers in the match could be a part-time talent and they have limited dates on their contract, or another reason could be that their match itself only took part to further a different story and never made logical sense for WWE to rebook the match. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 actual once-in-a-lifetime WWE matches. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive layers. Also check out our new website, WrestleMania.com.
Number 10.
Number 10, The Rock vs. Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, that did happen one time. I forgot about that.
In 2002, WWE delivered an epic dream match between The Rock and Eddie Guerrero. The match between the two all-time greats marked the first and only time in WWE history that the two collided.
The Rock versus Ric Flair is another one.
The chemistry was instant and memorable. The two worked incredibly well together in the ring, and there was a push online at the time to see the two have a featured feud against each other.
It never happened.
The match was evidence that Guerrero was a legitimate main eventer, and it was time to push him to the next level in WWE. The Rock took to his Instagram page in 2019 to comment on the match, and as expected, the Great One praised the match and had lovely comments to make when it came to Eddie Guerrero. Check out Eddie's nasty rock bottom counter. He was a bad dude. Found this throwback gem of my world title match with one of the GOATs, Eddie Guerrero, insanely talented wrestler. I loved wrestling him and always admired his relentless in-ring style and intensity. Most importantly, he was a good man and taken from us way too early. Miss you and thanks for the house, brother. Number 9, Kurt Angle vs. Batista. On paper, a rivalry between Kurt Angle and Batista made a ton of logical sense. Angle had chemistry with just about everyone, and Batista was able to truly bring it in the ring when the time came. Yeah. Shockingly, the two had
Batista was my favorite wrestler growing up. That man was my favorite wrestler.
The match was brief, but what was presented on screen, the in-ring action was strong. The match broke down when Triple H and Ric Flair interfered, offering a disappointing end to a potentially show-stealing match. Shortly after the matchup, Batista's world champion was drafted to SmackDown, whilst Angle remained on Raw. If the two were featured on the same brand for more than a few months, then it would have been entirely possible that WWE would have delivered an extended rivalry between the two legends.
Kurt ended up leaving.
Number 8, Rob Van Dam versus Rey Mysterio. Now you would have think that Rob
Van Dam and Rey
Mysterio would have wrestled 8 dozen times in WWE.
That's crazy.
Especially when you take into consideration that the two were in WWE simultaneously for a number of years.
And on the same brand.
However, the reality is that the two have only wrestled once, and it came at the WWE versus ECW head-to-head show.
Damn.
RVD managed to get the win in a short yet enjoyable match, and it would have been nice for WWE to revisit the pairing and book them to have more matches on Raw or SmackDown. Yeah. The likely reason why the match didn't occur more than once was because both were babyfaces for the entire time that
and then they were tag team partners as well.
WWE keeps babyface versus babyface matches as special as humanly possible, so it's unlikely that more matches between the two would have ever been on the drawing board.
That's true.
Number 7, Goldberg versus Shawn Michaels. It's well documented that Goldberg's WWE run between 2003 to 2004 wasn't the greatest thing in the world. Goldberg wrestled names such as The Rock, Chris Jericho and Triple H, and the match quality and offer was ultimately disappointing. One of the more forgotten matches of Goldberg's first WWE run was his 2003 match with Shawn Michaels on Raw. Going into the match, there was hope that Goldberg could deliver his best match to date, as after all, this was HBK, and HBK having a bad match in 2003 was next to impossible. The match was fine, but the babyface versus babyface storytelling was awkward in places, and the two without question had a lack of chemistry. WWE would also opt for a non-finish as Batista interfered in the match by attacking both men. Number 6,
Shawn
Shawn Michaels versus
Hulk
Hulk Hogan. Icon versus
We'll want to see that
Icon
match again.
at SummerSlam in 2005 as Shawn Michaels took on Hulk Hogan.
The infamous
for the first time
oversell
ever.
match.
This was a certified dream match, and fans were curious to see how the match would play out. The one-time only match was never intended to be a one-time deal, as he had planned to do a number of matches between the two, with them exchanging wins. However, Hogan cancelled these plans and opted for one single match at the SummerSlam event. Infamously, HBK would take great offense to Hogan's attitude, and he would proceed to hilariously oversell everything Hogan did in the match. Was it unprofessional? Well, it's up for debate, but it certainly made for a fascinating matchup. Whilst it was a letdown that Hogan versus HBK was a one-time deal, it wasn't all bad, as for the feud, WWE would turn HBK heel for the first time since he returned to the company. Whilst this run would be brief due to Hogan dropping out of the storyline, HBK's heel work was exceptional.
It was
cut
over.
some of the most compelling villainous promos of his career during the time. Number 5, Edge versus Kevin Owens. During
Edge
Edge's
versus
final
KO?
WWE run, he was able to have a number of dream matches with the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and even Finn Balor. However, one of the matches that fans urgently wanted to see out of Edge's run was a match with Kevin Owens. Unfortunately, the match has only occurred once in WWE history, and that took place at a live event in late 2021. The two faced off in a brutal steel cage match in Madison Square Garden, and judging by fan reports from those in attendance, the match was excellent. It was a
Damn, I wish I
massive
could have
shame
seen
that
it.
WWE never delivered the match on TV or on pay-per-view, and with Edge now being a full-time AEW talent in what is said to be his final run in wrestling, the match is never likely to take place. Number 4, Jeff Hardy versus John Cena. In the summer of 2008, WWE decided to seemingly out of nowhere book a dream match for Raw. Jeff Hardy would face John Cena on the show, and at this point in time, Hardy's popularity had skyrocketed, so it was an interesting and bold creative move to book him to face the top guy in the company.
He was going to be WWE champion at the end of the year.
Both of their decorated careers that they faced one-on-one, and the match was one of the best TV matches of 2008. The contrast their styles worked in their favour, and they delivered a fine match that could have potentially led to a rivalry between the two. Cena picked up the win, which wasn't exactly a surprise, but Hardy shined in the match, and it was presented as if Cena had worked extra hard to put Hardy down for the 3 count. It goes without saying that a featured feud between the two would have likely involved one of them turning heel, and WWE would have no desire to deliver that in the summer of 2008. Number 3, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, they only fought at
The
WrestleMania. That's crazy.
event included one-time only,
30.
once-in-a-lifetime encounter. However, WrestleMania 30 was an exception to the rule. WrestleMania 30's opening match saw Triple H take on Daniel Bryan.
It made
for the
sense because it was
first time ever.
storyline purpose.
This was the only time the two had ever wrestled, and the match was without a doubt one
But they
of
were
the
trying to
matches
keep
of
Daniel
the
Bryan
night.
down, keep him out of the main event of
Triple H's
WrestleMania.
finest matches ever. As always, Triple H's heel work was captivating, and there was nothing better than 2014 than Bryan's babyface work. Unlike other matches on this list, WWE did book a rematch between the two for the next night on Raw. This match would be for Bryan's newly won WWE World title, however the match never managed to get going, as there was interference from the Authority and then the Shield, so it can't truly be labelled an official WWE matchup. Number 2, Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk.
They only fought at
When
SummerSlam that year.
Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk for the
2012?
2013
13.
event. Fans had high expectations. Lesnar traditionally was able to have outstanding matches with smaller opponents, and Punk was delivering classic after classic in 2013, already having notable matches with the likes of John Cena and The Undertaker in the respective year. The match itself was incredible, and it was even better than fans expected. Even though Punk lost, he looked like $1 million as Lesnar sold Punk's offense with conviction and meaning. It's a huge shame that Punk departed WWE in early 2014, as it would have been wonderful to see the two former world champions running back, as it was a vocal push for a rematch for fans to see. On the one-match business aside, this is truly one of the greatest matches of both of their careers, and the match is going to be continued to be celebrated for many years to come.
They can run that back
Roman
now.
Reigns versus Batista. A Roman Reigns versus Batista is a matchup and a feud that could have made WWE a considerable amount of money.
Damn, they never had a match.
The stars never aligned for a feud between the two, but
Never had a real match.
A 1v1 showdown, and it came during the feud between the Shield and Evolution. During the acclaimed rivalry between the two factions, Reigns and Batista would face off in a singles match on Raw in 2014, and the match came to an end when both factions interfered. Whilst the match was presented as somewhat of a big deal, this was a few months before Reigns was given a substantial solo push, and unfortunately Batista would exit WWE just a few weeks after the matchup, meaning that WWE
and
never had the
broke
option
up.
of booking a rematch between the
The
two.
Shield broke up that exact same night Batista left.
10 actual once-in-a-lifetime WWE matches. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you.
Alright, y'all, great video, man. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all want me to react to next. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.